The universe, a wild frontier. These are the chronicles of Sol and Luna. Their lifelong mission: to chronicle strange new star systems, to document strange new intelligent life and civilization, to boldly chronicle where no chroniclers have gone before.
Welcome humans and the intergalactic community to our second episode on human excess. Today's episode will focus on humans spending on excessive luxury, whether with extravagant homes, vehicles, or lifestyles. Some humans, especially those of the upper class, spend frivolously on luxury. Generally, the higher the income class, the higher the spending on luxury items. The upper 1% spends the most and purchases the most extravagant or outlandish luxury goods or lifestyles. We will first start with the most common display of wealth and luxury, that is housing. The larger the home and property, the higher the value and luxury. These large houses and properties are often called mansions. A mansion is defined as a large, impressive house. Mansions are generally very large multi-floor and multi-room buildings. Before modern times, there were castles and large estates. Humans have been displaying their wealth in this manner for many hundreds to thousands of years.
These mansions come in various architectures and some are multi-building complexes. These homes are so luxurious that there are entertainment shows dedicated to showing off these mansions. Examples of these shows are Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous and MTV Cribs as the most popular shows to specifically focus on the homes and properties or possessions of the wealthy. There are also many documentaries on various mansions of the upper class. There are also things called penthouses, which are generally within the skyscrapers M4G7 spoke of in an episode of Chronicler's Council. A penthouse is defined as an apartment on the top floor of a tall building, typically luxuriously fitted and offering fine views. These are the most common ways the wealthy display their lavish lifestyles.
These homes would also often be fitted with lavish facilities and features. There would also often be displays of artwork and statues or unique designs within the interior architecture. Some have included entertainment features such as an entire bowling alley or a movie theater. Some also have lavish baths or jacuzzis and pools inside, with other relaxation facilities like massage therapy. They also usually have functional facilities too. Some will have offices, libraries, studies, meeting rooms, and more for business purposes. One thing they all have in common is the dining facilities. There are generally large and lavish dining halls with private dining rooms as well, and a large kitchen to go with it. The last bit we will say on these luxury homes, that are excessively expensive, is that the individuals that live are generally not the ones that work on the upkeep of the building and property. They generally have to hire a large team of employees to work on the grounds and within the mansion as groundskeepers, guards, maids and butlers, and cooks. Now we will move on to the next display of excessive wealth, travel methods.
Before we discuss and show examples of the lavish and extravagant vehicles used by the wealthy, we will give a slight refresher on where humans stand in energy development compared to the rest of the intergalactic community. Human vehicles are largely run on fossil fuels, with a low percentage of vehicles being electric-powered or a hybrid of the two. Many of the human governments are currently attempting to push towards more electric-powered vehicles, as the humans have only recently learned of environmental cause and effect of the use of fossil fuels. Lastly, looking at these human vehicles may remind some of the younger species in the community of their past and some of the rest of us of our ancient past, in how the vehicles are designed and how they function.
We will start with the most common form for any human to travel, and that is ground-based vehicles. Humans classify their ground vehicles in various groups. These are cars, SUVs, trucks, limousines, and motorcycles. For our purpose, we will mostly be focusing on cars and limousines, as those are the methods most chosen by the wealthy. When it comes to the value of these cars and limos, they are valued at a higher cost than what the average household makes in a year, if not in multiple years. One example is a car called the Lamborghini, with a value ranging from $200,000 to over $1 million. A custom limousine can cost anywhere from $100,000 to over $1 million. These prices are consistent throughout many of the high-end vehicles purchased by the wealthy, and another example of spending in excess. These cars can range in various shapes, sizes, purposes and capabilities. A Lamborghini, for example, is not a family vehicle and can obtain an impressive land speed for a combustion engine. But if you compare it to a Bentley sedan, which has a higher passenger capacity and slower engine, but more internal luxuries for passengers.
The features of these friction-based ground vehicles are just as varied as their designs and engine capabilities. Some of the more common luxury features are not just comfort upgrades in materials used, but also many quality-of-life features. There are often enhanced driving features, such as AI-enhanced vehicle control abilities like proximity sensors, pedestrian detection, lane detection, drowsiness assistance, and night vision enhancement. Other driver-focused enhancements are worming seats, electronic gauges on the dashboard and enhanced steering abilities.
These cars also come with advanced anti-theft systems, and advanced unlock and start features, sometimes keyless entry or proximity unlocks. For passengers, there are generally comfort amenities added that are not found in your average vehicle. These include refrigerators, dining setups, and dining and glassware included in the vehicle design itself. These vehicles also include a luxury entertainment package that will allow them access to the internet and to videos, news and more right from their vehicle's monitor. The next example of luxury transportation we will discuss is water-based transportation. For water transportation, the wealthy would use vehicles called yachts. A yacht is defined as any various watercraft such as a sailboat used for racing, b. a large, usually motor-driven craft used for pleasure cruising. Modern humans generally refer to the second meaning when referring to a yacht, with the current connotation referring to a large pleasure cruise watercraft vehicle. Like cars and limos, yachts also come with various luxury amenities that are not generally found in your average watercraft.
We will start with external features some of these luxury crafts have. First and most common to all, is a sleek modern design. Most of these yachts also include features like a swimming pool or a jacuzzi and a hosting or entertainment area on deck, and may include additional on-deck features. Some may include smaller individual watercrafts called jet skis with them. Some of the rarer features may include a helicopter landing pad, or even a smaller yacht inside the main yacht.
The inside of the yacht is often more extravagant and luxurious than the outside. Some of them are often able to be used like homes. They often have full bedrooms, bathrooms and dining areas, along with entertainment areas. The designs are often made with luxury materials and as unique as the owners are. Lastly, we will discuss air travel. Unlike our society, humans are only barely scratching the surface on space travel. So their travel in the atmosphere is very different from ours, though the theories of air travel are somewhat similar. Most of the populace travel in multi-passenger airplanes that have different types of seat areas depending on wealth. These are generally put into categories such as economy, business class, and first class. The most wealthy of air travelers fly in private jets just for them.
These private jets, like yachts, are filled with many advanced internal designs and features not found in an average airplane. Unlike yachts, however, private jets do not vary all that much in design. There may be some slight differences in design, such as the types and amounts of engines and the design of the wings, otherwise they tend to look similar on the outside. The reason for this is that human engineering is only at a point where their airplanes are all based on a similar external design. Unfortunately, in some sense they have been slightly stalled when it comes to advancement for these civilian transports.
Now we move on to the internals of a private jet. The owners often customize the decor and features of their jets. These jets are filled with luxury furnishings and the latest technology. Some of the features include lavish bathrooms with spa facilities and lavish baths. There are also some with bedrooms and facilities for the human's pets. There are also features such as offices and private gyms. There are also some with entertainment and gaming rooms. All generally have a luxury kitchen and dining room. They are generally designed to be a home in the air for the wealthy, and much like the mansion and yacht, there are also entertainment shows dedicated to showing private jets off as well. These are some of the best examples of the most lavish and excessive spending performed by the wealthy. The main things they all have in common are their high price, their comfort features and their luxurious interiors. They are all excessive ways for the wealthy to use their excess money. It is far few of the most wealthy that forego these luxuries to use their excess wealth on more humanitarian causes instead. Now our housing and vehicles may be very different from the humans, but there are still those that place luxury above all else in their lifestyles even amongst our intergalactic community. This is just one example of something shared among the many species, and is a good example as to why we find humans so fascinating. We thank you and hope you enjoyed our discussion on human excess and luxury living. We hope you will join us in our next episode of Human Excess when it is available. In the meantime, we are continuing our work on the next part of human excess and gluttony and will have it out as soon as we can. This is Saul and Luna signing off.